Y'all, so I have not been home in literally 5 days, and like, look, hey, it's Bree, and I have a story for you. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that red button and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for notifications, because I know after this, you guys are going to want to see Bree all the time, every time I upload. So much stuff has gone on in the 5 days that I have been away from my home that I'm just like, I need to update you guys. I need to tell you guys what's going on in my life, because if you have watched any one of my story times, I told you that my channel is like therapeutic to me. Like, this is where I can vent and just 100% be myself. And you guys have been leaving comments asking for a story time. So since this just happened, I figure I might as well give you guys an up-to-date current story time. So let's get into it. Today, I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I recently broke up with my best friend. He doesn't know that I'm over it, that I'm over the friendship. And I'm the kind of person, like, I don't really feel the need to explain to somebody why I don't want to deal with them anymore. And I see a lot of, like, Twitter threads. I see a lot of stuff on the internet, like, oh, it's rude to just ghost people. You should explain to people. Like, no. I don't feel like we owe anybody any explanation for why they need to be removed from your life. So I'm also kind of doing this story time because honestly, I want to get you guys opinions. I want to know like what you guys think, and I kind of want to, like, if you're going through the same thing, I kind of want to like open that discussion in the comments below. So on Saturday, I got invited to go to a Sadie Hawkins dance, which is basically the adult version of a winter formal for people who are internet famous in Los Angeles. If you have like a certain amount of followers and you kick it with a certain amount of people, like Sway Lee was there, Yes Jules was there, there were like some celebs that were there, and I saw a lot of my close friends, you guys. I haven't seen those people in so long, and to like see them and still feel mad love, and like, you guys, y'all don't understand like how much love I felt. I felt like I'm the one that's being negative. Like, I'm the one that's like sabotaging myself. Like, I'm the one that's being fake, if you guys really want the truth. I have 2 other story times on my channel. One is why I hate my friends, and the other one is I'm losing all my friends, okay? Now, these 2 story times stem from some information that I got from a source that was my best friend. And like, because he was the person that I was like kicking it with so much, so frequently, like that was my A1, like I obviously am gonna take his word as gospel, as truth, because I feel like, okay, like he has my best interest at heart, because that's what best friends are. Like, they have your best interest at heart, you know what I'm saying? So when he would come back to me with these things, I'd be like, okay, good looking, like now I know to avoid these people. But as of recently, all I'm gonna say is consider the source. It's a reoccurring theme in my life, and I will admit that to you guys. I have a bad time picking friends, and like my good friends, I do them dirty. I'm not even gonna sit up here, like, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like, people who are bad for me, I give more attention and love to, and then my real friends, they never hear from me. But now that you guys know like the foundation of this story, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm invited to Sadie Hawkins on Saturday, and my best friend was the first person that I hit up, because I was like, oh my god, we need to find an outfit. I'm like, dude, like this event is in 4 days, like you have to help me find a look. And then on top of that, I was on a budget, and he's like really thrifty, so I'm like, help me, you know? And this was like a red flag to me. He asked me to pay him for his services $50. And I kind of like left him on red, because I'm like, I'm already on a budget. Why would I pay you $50 to come with me and help me pick out an outfit? and then he FaceTimes me, so I answer the FaceTime. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I ignored your message because I'm on a budget. Like I was honest. I was like, I'm on a budget, so like I don't really know how I'm gonna pay you. And he was like, oh come on sis, like if you offered me, like I will pay you, I will throw you some money. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, like you're my best friend. If that's your passion, and this is a red flag here, like I'm not saying that because he's my friend I should not pay him, because I see Twitter threads on that too, like support your friends, or just because that's your friend doesn't mean it's free. In my opinion, I kind of think if I'm your friend and I've been supporting you, I should get free service. I'm sorry, I knew that you were gonna do it before anybody else knew that you were gonna do it. So if you're gonna charge anybody, get your coin from somewhere else, because I'm your biggest supporter. You get what I'm saying? Like some people may not get what I'm saying, but I feel like I really make sense. Like if I'm telling you to chase your dreams and chase your passions, yeah, but I'm not where I need to be yet. I'm trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do. So why would you charge me? Like if anything, it should be more of like a collab. But I mean, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. Like honestly, you guys, at the end of the day, I don't know what he thought this was. Because like, did he think that I was requesting for him to bring like a rack of looks that he would have paid for? Like, do we really need to break down the definition of a personal shopper? Because I don't think it's someone who tags along. Let's just get away from that, because I feel like I'm just gonna spend too much time on it. And yeah, it's the day of Sadie Hawkins. I have my outfit, I'm with my date, and side note, I did not like my date whatsoever. Like I will never talk to him ever again in my life. Like he was not a gentleman at all. And so I had to sneak into the dance because my date only had 2 wristbands, and he gave his wristband to his friend and not his date. And like, I don't know what's up with guys these days. Like you don't invite a girl and then sneak her in, but then make sure that your homeboy has a secure wristband so he can get in. Like it's just so backwards, but that's another conversation as well. So I instantly like run to the bathroom because I'm like, okay, I literally just snuck in this party. Like I don't want to just be walking around like no wristband. Like I did not know the level of security at this event. So I go to the bathroom and I'm hiding in there, and then I FaceTime my best friend. I'm like, can you believe I just snuck in here? Like he's so rude. And then the first thing out of my best friend's mouth is like, I told you, girl, I told you you were better than this. Whoop whoop whoop. Like he was telling me like what I needed to hear. To be honest, like I was better than that. I did not deserve that. I did not pay for an outfit, put on an entirely new wig and shoes that hurt so I could sneak into an event. Like if I wanted to sneak in, why would I need you to be my date? Like points were made when I was on that FaceTime with him. But I start taking pictures. I'm sending him the pictures because we were like really that close. Like I felt like he kind of like managed my image. Like he knew the kind of girl that I was going for on social media, and he honestly knows the kind of girl that I want to be. And so I was like sending him pictures for approval. Like none of this should sound weird if you guys have best friends, you know? And the best picture of the night, he like didn't like. And he was like roasting it. Even though I kind of had a few drinks in me, I was like, okay, like I'm not about to, like, I don't care about anything you're saying. Like my face looks beautiful. I will literally like insert the picture so you guys can see, like, it was definitely Instagram timeline worthy, okay? Like there was nothing wrong with that picture. And he was just like, oh no, that pose is outdone, it's too played, it was this and that. And then it kind of got to the point where as an individual, I felt like I had to read between the lines. The day before Thanksgiving, he FaceTimes me, right? Mind you, I already kind of have a bad taste in my mouth because I'm like trying to avoid him a little bit. Just a little bit. It wasn't like I was mad at him for these things, but I was just trying to like have some space to breathe, and I didn't really feel like I was getting that. Like I felt like from the time I got invited to the time that I actually was at the dance, he just like was this cloud over me. You know what I'm saying? And this is where it gets to the point I need to make this story. He's like, girl, why did you post that picture? I told you not to post that picture. And then he was like, me and, let's call her Teletubby. Me and Teletubby, we were going in on Sadie Hawkins. I'm not even gonna lie, girl. We were even talking about you. And look, I know he has some drinks in him. And I know that I have said some stuff drunk that I genuinely did not mean. And some people say like, oh, drunk mind, sober truth, right? I usually don't believe in that. But in this situation, I really believed it. Because I'm like, y'all was talking about me. And at that point, I fell all the way back. Like, I literally had my ear like, do y'all hear something? Like, I was literally so tuned in because I'm like, you're my best friend, but you were talking about me with this girl behind my back? Let me tell you some of the things he said. T-Rex toes, prison pose, desperate. Because in the picture, as you guys saw, I clearly was holding a balloon, right? First of all, there were balloons all over the floor. It was literally supposed to be like prom vibes, homecoming vibes. So those dances have balloons. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about that picture was weird. And there's literally nothing that he could say to me that would make his statement make sense. But like, the fact that he told me this so casually, that he roasted me with somebody. And he didn't just roast me. He roasted everybody at the entire event. Oh, I'm better. And then he said that his Teletubby friend, whatever, I named her Teletubby, right? He was like, oh yeah, I got invited. I could have went, but I know that I'm better than everybody.
Girl, you don't know nobody.
You don't know nobody. That's why you didn't go. Nobody knows you. Like, what do you mean? I'm at a place in my life where I'm working so hard to be the best version of myself. Like, do you guys think that I need somebody or that I want somebody that, given the opportunity, is just going to talk about me behind my back? But when I told you that I was going to the dance, the first thing out of your mouth is, where's my invite? So if you had went to the dance, it wouldn't have been corny, right? He literally said that they were on the phone and they were like, oh yeah, look at this. Oh my God, I finally made it, guys. Look at me. Like, as if I was that pathetic. Who does that to a friend? I would never do that. If people who I haven't seen in years know how I am, how could somebody that I see literally every weekend or every other weekend not know how I am? And what else have you said about me? And how could you admit that to me so casually and then the next day continue sending me posts about the dance when it's like 2 days after the dance? Like, get over it. Either get over it or admit that you wish you had gone. But don't come up with this lie in your mind that you didn't go because you're better than everybody, when in real life, no invitation was even offered for you to reject. Like, at least get an invitation and reject it and then say you're better. In regards to his Teletubby friend, yeah, she got the invitation, but then she probably realized, okay, I'm only gonna know one person here, so what's the point in going? Because everybody would have just been looking at her like, who is she? So yeah, she wouldn't have had a good time because she wouldn't have known anybody. It's just, look, if you guys know anything about LA, I'm sure you guys know that LA is fake, okay? So I guess this is just life in LA, but I'm not tolerating it. I'm not cool with it. Like, I need that energy all the way out my life. And I feel like what really hurt me the most is that from listening to this person, from listening to my ex-best friend, another red flag is that he never even called me his best friend back. He told me he doesn't believe in best friends. Okay, but why are you perfectly okay with me calling you my best friend? Like, why couldn't you say that a long time ago? Like, newsflash, you're not his best friend, sis. Like, I'm obviously an idiot, you guys, and I just wanted to get online and share that with you. Like, I'm an idiot. I don't know how to pick friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really hurts, because I'm getting all this information about my old group of friends from him. And I'm thinking the worst. I just feel like so bamboozled. Like, So I sat here, I made 2 story times talking about people based off he said, she said. Probably wasn't even real. And I debated on deleting those stories, but I'm not going to delete them because in that moment, those were my truth. And I feel like for me, it's a learning lesson. Because although at the time it applied to one group, now I know that it applies to another group. I don't know, I just feel betrayed. Like, I did 2 different videos about having fake friends and hating my friends and how my friends aren't real and this and that. And the whole time I had like someone in my corner that was probably exactly what I was describing. Do I really want somebody like that in my corner? Somebody where the more people start to notice me and the more I get invited places, this person feels entitled and then they talk about me? Like, why talk about me? Like, we could have got together and talked about everybody, but you want to talk about me? Like, that sounds like jealousy, right? It feels good to finally like sit down and just talk to you guys and tell you guys that like right now, who can I trust? Seriously, like who can I trust? You know, but with that being said, that's the story. If you guys like this video, go ahead and turn that thumbs up blue. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and tell me like if you think I'm overreacting or how you guys will handle the situation, because right now I feel like I would be his friend again, but how could you just tell me so casually that you was talking about me behind my back and like roasting me on top of that? So let me know in those comments below. But with that being said, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.